Okay, I'm going to show you all how to weave. So everyone's going to get a board that looks just like this. And what you're going to do is you are going to take a piece of yarn. I've already tied two smaller pieces together. I will show you how to tie on. But what you're going to do is you are going to go under, over the next one, then under the next one, over, under, over, under. When I go under, I like to lift them, it's easier. All right, so then you can double check that. You have under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And what you're going to do is you are going to pull it all the way. So it's better to start with a smaller string just so until you get the process. So you're going to pull it until you have a tail. You want to leave about this much of your tail, and then you're just going to kind of scoot it on down as far as you can. And then we're going to go back this next way, but we're not just going to jump right into it. So it weaves into a nice fabric. You want to do the opposite of what you did last time to start. So we ended underneath this last string here. You can see that my string passed under, so this is on top. So since we went under to end last time, we're going to start by going on top of it this time. So we'll go underneath this one. It's over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Pull it on through. Okay, once you have something kind of like this, first you're going to gently pull it down, and then you can kind of get it pulled over as much. You don't want to pull too hard. If you start pulling too hard, you start stressing out the end ones. If you do that by accident, it's very easy to just take some of it out. Carefully nudge it on it, and then just pull very gently until you have most of it done. Okay. So, looking again at our board, we ended on top. So now we're going to start underneath. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And then again, carefully pull through. If that starts down, just gently kind of pull it aside. Keep your tail down. And there you go. All right, before you tug too much, you want to go pull these down. There you go. All right. So a trick I like to do when I'm trying to figure out which way to go is I like to pull up the next, like the one that I'm going under, and then I just skip every other, and it goes a little bit faster. So what I did is I started under. So this time I'm going to start over. So that means that on this one, I'm going to pull up, skip, pull up, skip, pull up, and then you're full. If that was too confusing, you can ignore that. Once you get the hang of it, that will make the weaving go faster. But if that was too much, just kind of ignore it. And we will continue a few more rows. Going we'll continue going a few rows regular. As you work, you want to kind of start pushing these down. Once you have more, the really easier to squish. But basically, you want these strings to kind of start to disappear. So you can kind of start to see that right there. Okay. So, looking at our last row here, we ended on top. So that means we're going to start underneath, doing the opposite. So over, under, over, under, over, under. Pull it on through. Okay, once you get kind of a loose area like that, again, you're going to put it on down. Okay. Now, at this point, if you kind of get it, you're free to kind of just go off on your own. I am going to do this for like 9 more minutes while I walk around the classroom helping people. That way those who are super stuck can get my help, and then the rest of you who just kind of need more time with the process will have the video to do so. Okay, so you're going to do going back. So you ended underneath, and you're going to start on top of it. So under the next one, over, under, over, under, over. And we're just going to pull it on through. Go back. Okay, so last time we ended on top of this string, so we're going to start underneath it. And then on top, underneath, on top, underneath, on top, underneath. Pull it over. And again, you don't want to tug too much because you're going to bend your string. So if that happens, just carefully back it out. You can start to have a ripple effect if everything gets too tight. So before, you want to always leave about that much on your thing before you tighten it. And then just kind of take your fingers, push down, slide, and then you're able to kind of tug at it carefully. Okay. Okay. So we ended on this one under. So we're going to start over, and then we'll go under, and over, we'll go under, we'll go over, so under, and we'll end over. And we'll just kind of pull through. Okay. We're going to start on top last time, and then on top. So you're going to start this next row underneath, under, over, under, over, under, over, and under. I'm just going to pull my strip up there so it's not going into this next in here. And just tug, tug, tug. Okay, and before you pull too much, just kind of gently bring that down and tuck it tight. And you can kind of keep these strings are kind of straight across what they had here, so that's how you can kind of check to see if these are starting to warp in too much on you. Okay, so what you're going to do next is you are going to go back the other way. So we ended under, so we're going to start over, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over. Go back the other way. If you have, you're going to end up having like these little ties in it. You're more than welcome to conveniently place them at ends of rows, or it can be in the middle, and we can just kind of hide them in the back later. And I will show you how to do that later. Alright, so what you're going to do is you are going to go, we end it on top. So we're going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And we're going to slide that on through. So this is going to kind of, my strings are going to get in the middle of this. Doesn't bother me. I'm just going to kind of carefully pull them through. And then kind of just stick them down. If they start popping up too much and it bothers you, you can always tape them for now. Or I'm just going to kind of tuck them into these gently so they stay out there. Okay. Now we're going to go back. So we ended this row under. We're going to go on top the next way back. So we start on top, and under, and on top, and under, and on top, and under, and on top. Okay, again, you don't want to tug too far before you pull it down. So pull it down. Okay. Then you're going to, so you started on top on the end of that row. So you're going to start this next one under, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, so you ended the row under. You're going to start this one on top. Under, over, under, over, under, over. Pull on through. Once it gets kind of close, like you have a little nub down here. And then you're going to pull on down and then pull it over. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go. And you're going to keep going until you get as far as you can in 3 classes. So we ended this on top of this one. So we're going to start it under here, on top, under here, on top, under here, on top, under here. And down, and down. Okay, so you're just going to keep doing that the whole way up. What I want to do now is I just want to show you how to tie on yarn. That way you are, if you can kind of do it, you'll be able to do it more independently. We'll be here to help you tie if you need help tying, but it does help if you guys are able to do it yourselves. So how I tie is I take 2 ends, crisscross them, I wrap them around, so we have a little twisting, cross again, pull up and tie, and then tie it up.